Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Gary Bledsoe from whoisgarybledsoe.com, and I'm coming to you from my home office in San Antonio, Texas, and I basically want to talk to you tonight about don't stop wanting things. I want you to, instead of wanting things so much, I want you to see it. I want you to just see it, and I'm going to explain to you the difference why that I use this particular title. But first, before we get started, I want to get into some announcements. This today at 7 p.m. Central Time at the top of the hour, not this hour, 1 hour from now, we're going to be having a free travel webinar. If you're interested in traveling, in the near future. Now, this is not starting a new business. It's basically, it could be a person that works a 9-to-5 job. They're looking to go on that dream vacation. They've been saving up all year long, and they got that 2 weeks, and they want to go on a vacation. It's definitely for that person to be able to save some money. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about that, please join us at the travel webinar. The details will be on mine or my wife's Facebook, Lynette Bledsoe. Will be either on both of our web pages, on our Facebook pages, our profile pages. You can get the details. Also, this Wednesday, I have had the honor of being interviewed by a young lady from, a powerful, growing young lady, has a great movement out there that's helping a lot of people. She interviewed me on this past Friday, and it's going to be debuting on Wednesday. It was a radio talk show, and basically I just shared a positive, motivational message that that I love sharing with people and being able to inspire people. Please be on the lookout for that. We should be posting that on Tuesday, so that way you can make sure you listen, and it's going to be very, very powerful. Also, if you're interested in a lot of our training products, as always, our training products are out there to help a lot of people. We reference our former company. However, our training products can help people from any company, be able to post a powerful creative pictures online, create an online presence. If you don't know anything about, you're not tech savvy, please visit wealthcreationacademy.info for that information. So now we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I want everybody to do now, let's pick up the pace a little bit. And I'm really serious about this, and I want you guys to all be interactive as far as, even if you can't hear me and I can't hear you, I want you to be interactive in the simple things that I'm going to ask you to do, because I always believe that motion creates emotion. If you sit there and you say, I feel motivated, it doesn't do anything for you. But if you sit there and you jump up and you scream and say, I'm motivated, believe it or not, your blood, your cells, you start getting goosebumps if you really feel it. So emotion creates emotion. If you really want that emotion of being motivated, of being sparked up, of being inspired to go out there and conquer the world, then you have to own it. You have to get up and you have to do what it takes to get that going, to invoke that emotion. So I want you to just think about some things I'm going to talk to you about now. Now, I want to know, I'm going to say it slowly because I really want people to get it. Think about the things that you want in your life right now. Think about them. I want you to seriously, I'm going to stay quiet for a quick second. Think about the things you want in your life. Do you want more money? Do you want more money? Shake your head right now. Say, yeah, I want more money. Do you want to quit your job? How many people out there want to quit their job that's listening to me right now? Shake your head if you want to quit your job. Shake it up and down. Nod it up and down. That's what I mean. Nod it up and down. If you're really serious, say, me. If you're really serious about quitting your job, do you want, to move up to the next level? If you're in a network marketing company or you're on a job, do you want to move up to the next level? Maybe the next level means that you will make some more money. Do you want to do that also? Do you want to make more money? Do you want to rank advance and move up in title? Maybe you want to buy a new car. How many people out there want to buy a new car? If you want to buy a new car, nod your head up and down right now. Yeah, me, I want to buy a new car. I'm tired of that old clunker. I'm tired of that old hoopty that keeps breaking down. I want a new car. Yes, if you really want that car. How many people want to buy a new house? Maybe get a bigger apartment or a bigger house. How many people are tired of the old house you're in, and you need more space, and you want to have that pool in the back, and you want to have that barbecue and that patio, you want to have that deck out there so you can have your friends come over. Maybe you're like me, you want to have a fire pit outside for the days that it's cold. How many people want these things? How many people want that? Well, maybe you might want to buy some new clothes. Look at your wardrobe right now. If you want to buy some new clothes, shake your head. Nod your head up and down. If you want to buy some new clothes, maybe you want to buy some new shoes. Maybe you want to buy some jewelry. How many people want to buy some jewelry out there? Decide, nice watch. They got the new Apple Watch out there now. I mean, I'm not paying $10,000 for a watch, but maybe I might pay a couple of $100, $400 or $600 for the lesser price one, just to get the same features. I don't really care about the gold. I'll put gold on my finger, or I'll put gold on my wrist in the form of a bracelet instead of paying $10,000 if I want some gold. But just think about that. How many people out there want to get some new stuff, some new gear, some new, in the World Cup growing up that I cover, we call it kicks. Some new sneakers, some new shoes, some new, how many people want that? How many people out there want to travel? You want to go someplace exclusive, maybe Bora Bora, Hawaii. You don't want to have to wait, to do it. You want to just get up and just go right now. How many people want that? How many people want to be able to say, you know what, I'm just going to take my calendar and I'm going to cross out a week and I'm going on vacation. I don't care what happens. That's it. How many people want that type of lifestyle? Well, let me tell you a little secret. I want you to do me a favor and keep thinking about those things before I give you the secret. I have a serious secret I want to tell you about the things, how to get the things that you want, all the things that you just thought about right now. But I want you to ask yourself, before we go there, how long have you been wanting it? Right now, scream it to yourself or say it to yourself silently. How long have you wanted all of these things? Is it 4 months ago? Is it a year ago you've been wanting these things? Or has it been 4 years, 3 years, 2 years you wanted these things? 10 years? How long have you been wanting these things that I've just mentioned to you? Or maybe you have some other wants that you want. Maybe you want a husband. Maybe you want a wife. Maybe you want a girlfriend. Maybe you want a boyfriend. How long have you wanted these things? How long have you wanted these things? Now I want to ask you, do you have them yet? Do you have the things that you've been wanting? Do you have the things that you've been seeking for? Do you have the things that you think that will make your life better? Do you have them already? I mean, you've been wanting them for years. You've been wanting them for months. You've been wanting them for days. Do you have them yet? Are they available to you right now? Well, if your answer is, I'm going to say quiet for a second, think. Do you have them? Some people can answer right away. Some people might say, I got a little bit of it. Some people might say, no, yes, I got them. But if you don't have them, let me tell you the reason why you don't have them right now. And it's because you've been wanting them too much. That's why the title of this is Stop Wanting Things. And you have to see it. See, you've been wanting them. And let me tell you why that works out. See, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, Buddha, Allah, whoever you believe in, that's your universal mind, your universal soul, or the person that you look to, your higher power, listens to the things that you focus on. So if your focus is complete want, I want to rake advance. I want to get to the highest level of my company. I want to make a six-figure income from home. I want to make $10,000 a month. I want to be able to pay my car bill. I want to be able to pay my light bill. Every time you keep wanting something and you don't have it, the universe, God, I'm going to refer to the universe as God, God gives you exactly what it is you want. He could say, you want this, so I'm going to give you more wants. I'm going to make sure you keep wanting it. He wants you to get what you're constantly focusing on. So if you're focusing on always wanting something, he's going to always give you that wanting something. And that's the reason why we never move ahead. It's because we constantly are always wanting something. You have to stop. See, that's the problem. When you focus on want, you get want. When you focus on want, you get one. I want you to write that down. When you focus on wanting something, you're going to get always wanting something. I remember I heard it said one time, and this person said, I want you to, it was Abraham Hicks. I listen to them all the time. And this person was saying, tell me what it is that you want out of life. And this person kept saying, I want this, but this was happening. And he said, no, listen, focus on what you said. Focus on only what you want. Yeah, but, I want this, but this ain't going to happen. No, you're not listening to me. Focus only what you want. Focus on what it is that you want out of life. And then when you focus on what it is that you want out of life, and then you start seeing it, that's when the change, that's when the magic happens. See, a lot of people focus on just the want. They don't finish it. They think they're finishing it by saying, I want this, but they don't focus on the this. They focus on the wanting of the this. Let's look at the definition of the word want. Now, I looked this up, and I was intrigued when I saw this. And guess what it said? Having a desire to possess or wish for something. Having a desire to possess or wish for something. Ain't that weird? Listen to that. Having a desire to possess or wish. I heard the word wish stand out at me. Also, I saw the lack or to be short of something desirable. See, the lack or the short of something desirable. To be short of. That means you're short from what you're trying to get. You're almost there, but you didn't finish the sentence. You're short of it. So when you're constantly wanting something, you're actually focusing on to be short of getting it, what it is that you want. You're actually thinking about the lack of having it. That's why you want it. You're thinking about the lack. You're thinking about the limits. You're thinking about the not having it. That's why you want it so much. So many people don't quite understand that. They don't understand that those words lack and short of. And then I also saw a different definition, the deficiency of something. The deficiency. When something has a deficiency, if you have a deficiency of vitamin C or vitamin A, that means something may happen to you later on in life. A deficiency of eating right, a deficiency of not drinking the right, drinking water, you become dehydrated. A deficiency. That is a powerful, powerful, powerful statement to understand that want. It's just like not. It actually makes your mind trigger on not having. That's the problem. This is exactly why people, like I say 97% of the population do not control the wealth, and the 3% do, because they understood the word of stop saying, I can't want this anymore. See, 3% of the population that controls the wealth, they're constantly not focusing on the want. They don't talk about the want. You never hear them say, I want this and I want that. I want the other and I want this. They never say want. They never, ever say want. And a lot of times we don't change our vocabulary, and I'm going to tell you why we don't change that vocabulary. It's because of peer pressure. You ever went somewhere and you got around people who were not motivated, and maybe you're waiting in a barber shop or a hair salon, or you're waiting somewhere, and then people are starting to talk to you, and the first thing they say, well, what is it that you like life, and what is it that you're striving for? What do you do? And you start finding yourself getting conformed into that mentality of start talking like them, start talking like everybody else. See, whenever you go to places like that, whenever you're around other people, you're going to be it's going to be a battle. The battle is to be able to speak and act and conform to how the 97% of the population act, or to be able to fight that and say, I'm going to talk like a 3%er. I'm going to talk like one of the 3% of the population that control the wealth. See, this is a struggle that I had to deal with for years. I had to realize that I can't be like other people. So once I started realizing I couldn't be like the 97, I started losing friends left and right. And honestly, they were never friends to begin with, which is good. It's a good thing. See, because your average income and your average lifestyle will be that of I don't even say the top 6 people you hang out with. I would say the top 2 people you hang out with. If you hang out with 2 people that are the 3%ers, that think like 3%ers, that talk like 3%ers, that understand to stop wanting things, guess what's going to happen? You're going to conform to that. You're going to pick up that personality, and you're going to be just like them. And then you guys are going to be 3 of the 3%. See, that's what the problem is. We're too busy trying to, I call it saving face. So we talk like everyone else. We think like everyone else. And that's why we have what everyone else had. When I speak on my radio show on Wednesday, one of the things that was asked to me is, what would you tell somebody else about, how to stay motivated? Something to that nature. I can't remember the exact question. But basically, I was saying that when you buy someone, why I don't listen to other people, something to that nature. It's because when you buy into, like Les Brown said, when you buy into other people's opinion, you buy into their lifestyle. And let me tell you a little secret. The people I used to hang out when I was growing up, I did not want their lifestyle at all. because they were too busy to wanters. They were too busy to wishers. They were too busy to lazy people. They didn't want anything. And guess what? I don't know any of my friends that I grew up with, went to school with, in any grade level ever, that are out there earning over a six-figure income per year. There's a few of them that I know. I can name a few, and I don't want to name them on the phone, but some of them were high producers for record people. One of them is a famous actress nowadays that I went to school with. Because you know why? And when they were in school, I remember, and I posted this gentleman, and I'm not going to name his name. I posted his on my page, a video he did the other day, and I remember in school they were looked at as the oddball. He was looked at as being very cocky. He was looked at as being very self-centered, very egotistical. But guess what? That made him fight against the way the 97% was thinking. He was thinking like a 3%, and that's why he has the wealth he had. Then there's a famous actress. You've seen her in a lot. I'm just going to name a few movies. Love and Basketball. She was on the movie Blade one. You've seen her in a lot of famous, a couple of those wedding ones you've seen recently that she was in. I mean, famous actress. When she was in school, she sat right in front of the homeroom. People looked at her like she was weird, but she knew not to want things. She knew it. So she was thinking like a 3%er. 3%. She wasn't thinking like a 97%er. She was thinking like a 3%er. She didn't want things. You know what they did instead? You know what these two people did instead? You know what a lot of other people did out there instead? They decided to look at the definition of the next word. Let's look at the word see. What does see mean? It means to perceive with the eye, caught or catch sight of, to detect. What it basically means is you see something. The words actually spark a physical manifestation of something that's real. It is not the thought of something. It's something that you actually see, something that's caught by the eyes, something that's witnessed by the eyes. See, that person saw herself as a famous actress. And this other person saw himself as owning his own record studio and being a famous producer. He saw himself as a millionaire, and she saw herself as being a millionaire. And Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and Donald Trump, they did not want to be the things that they are. They saw themselves actually being that way. They saw it. See, that's what I tell a lot of people. You have to seize it first before you can seize it. You have to seize it, S-E-E-S, before you can seize it, S-E-I-Z-E. And I hope I'm spelling it correctly. You have to seize it first. See, this is why you must see it. You must see it, not want it. Because you have to understand that when you see yourself, you ever saw the movie The Secret? What was they told you was the part with the guy that was sitting in the couch, the little love chair with the elephant, and the elephant did his thing, and it was like a big elephant sound. I don't know if everybody remember that scene. But it was a scene where he was told to actually picture himself holding the steering wheel of the car that he's gonna get. He had to see it and picture himself driving as fast as he can. See, that's what's not happening to everybody. They're not seeing themselves rank advancing. They're not seeing themselves earning more money. They're not seeing themselves having hundreds and even thousands of people joining their network marketing company every single month. They're not seeing themselves buying new clothes. They're not seeing themselves buying new clothes without looking at the name tags. They're not seeing themselves ordering from the left side of the menu. Instead, they see themselves wanting to order from the right side of the menu. They don't see what's on the right side of the menu, the prices. The left side is what you want. See, that's what you plan on getting. You got to see yourself ordering from the right to the left side of the menu. You got to see yourself buying new clothes, the clothes you want. You have to see yourself in Bora Bora. You have to see yourself in Hawaii. You have to see yourself on the beach of the sand. If you have to close your eyes and actually feel yourself walking through it. You know a secret that I learned that I've been starting to use lately and has been working for me? I take a whole bunch of money and just put it to your face and smell it. See yourself smelling millions of dollars in your face right now. See yourself holding it. See the smell of it. See the feel of it in your hand. You have to see it. See, that didn't stop a person who think about this. A lot of people don't understand why seeing is so important. And let me tell you why. Because if you don't start seeing it, think about what's going to happen. You're not going to be able to make it. Everything in the world that is made, that's physical right now that you're looking at, even the telephone, Even the telephone you're listening to my voice in right now was seen by someone before they made it. That person saw it before they made it. The iPhone was saw before it was made. The iPad was saw before it was made. The Ferrari was saw before it was made. The Toyota was saw before it was made. The chair, the couch, the bed you're laying your butt on, sitting your butt on right now, was saw in someone's head before it was made. And that's S-A-W if I'm saying it in my Bronx accent. It was someone saw it first. Someone saw it first in their head previously to going out and taking action to make it. They didn't want to make the phone that you're listening to my voice on. They probably did, but guess what? They finished it. They finished it. They got past the realm of lack of deficiency, sort of being short of, and said, nope, I see it now. I must go ahead and build it. I see how it's going to look. I must build it now. That's what you have to do. You have to see yourself in your next title advancement. You have to see yourself in the next income bracket that you want to be in. You have to see yourself wanting things. You know, I heard from one of the highest income earners in network marketing. That's something that I got this speech from right here. Not this exact speech, not verbatim, nowhere near it. But one thing he kept saying is you got to picture your success. You got to see your success. You have to see yourself walking across the stage, getting all kinds of praises and claps. You have to see it. You have to actually picture your success. You have to picture people looking at you. You have to picture everything happening for you. You cannot want it. When you want it, you're putting a lack and a limitation on it. You got to picture yourself walking across. See, everything, and I mean everything, in someone's head, like I just said. Everything. You have to keep believing that it's there, and eventually the physical manifestation of it will eventually show up. I've never knew anybody that did not see themselves. I remember when I first met my wife, I saw myself with her. I saw myself walking with her, going on dates with her before it even happened. You have to see it. And if you don't get it. Believe it or not. Let me tell you what you see each and every day. And I'm not talking about, like I said, with your eyes. I'm talking about with your mind will eventually show up. What you see and you focus on every single day. See, this is a simple 30-minute call. Simple one. It's easy to do. Because all you hear me doing is repeating myself over. Because I understand that 97% of the population were taught wrong. We're taught wrong. They were taught the wrong way. See, we were all taught this, and you tell me if I'm not right. We were all taught that money doesn't what? Grow on trees, right? That we were taught or go to school and get a good what? Good education. So what? We can get a good what when we come out? Job, right? So we can eventually move up the corporate what? Ladder, right? That's what we was taught, right? We were never told this. I want you to start picturing your success. I want you to go to school. I want you to make sure you get a good education. I want you to see yourself graduating with A, B, C's, or D's, whatever way you can. I want to see yourself graduating. Then I want to see you. Imagine your parents telling you this. I want to see you building your own business. I want to see you having an innovative idea. I actually see you. I actually see you making these things happen. I see you having an idea of what you want, what you want to achieve out of life, or things that you're going to have. Now, sometimes when you say the word want, you got to be careful. But when you say it, understand the context of what I'm saying and the content of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can't just want it. You got to see it, what you want. You can't just want it. You have to see what you want. You have to actually see it happening. You have to see yourself wanting it. See yourself having it, not wanting it. You have to see yourself having what it is you want. Let me say that again. See yourself having what it is you want so I don't confuse anybody. So see yourself going out there and creating an innovative idea. Maybe pitching it on Shark Tank or something like that. See yourself having that one of the sharks saying, I'll make a deal with you. Great. And then shaking up and shaking your hand. See yourself having that multi-million-dollar business, being in every store with your product or your idea. See yourself doing it. You have to see yourself. Right now, I want everybody for the last 5 minutes, I want you to do me a quick favor. I want you to do me a quick favor. Can we all do that? Real quick, right? Great. This is what we're going to do. I want you to picture a giant scale in your house. Now, I'm not talking about a scale you look at and you get mad because you see the weight that's not going down when you're standing on it every week. I'm talking about the scale like the scale of justice. I want you to picture the scale of justice right now. It's right in front of where you are. And I want it to be giant. I want it to be as big as you are right now. Well, so if you're 6 feet tall, you have a 6-foot scale, the scale of justice. And I want you to look at the right side. Now, the right side is going to represent all of the things that you saw yourself being or having when you were a child. All of the things that you saw yourself being or having or achieving when you were a child. So if that meant astronaut, put the word astronaut on a giant brick and put it on the right side of the scale. What happens? The scale goes down a little bit, right, on the right side. You saw yourself as a movie star, put another brick on top of it. You saw yourself as a millionaire, put a real big brick on it. In your head right now. Do it. Put it on there. You saw yourself as let's just say, put that on there right now. Put that brick, put a word on there, and just grab that brick and throw it right on the right side of the scale. So now you saw those things. Now you're a child. You're a kid. And the reason why I want you to be a kid is because we need to be kids again. We need to go back to being kids because this is what happens when we lose the kid mentality. Let me tell you exactly what happens. Now what I want you to do for the left side of the scale, I want you to put all the yearly amounts that you've made in either your job or your home business on the left side of the scale. So if you made only $3,000 for the year in your home business, I want you to put a brick with the word $3,000 on it on the left side of the scale. Now what happens? The scale doesn't budge depending on how many things are on your right side. So now what I want you to do is I want you to put it last year. That's for 2013. What did you make? Did you make $20,000, $40,000, $50,000? Let's put that word on the left side of the scale. What happens to your scale? It did not budge, did it? It didn't move. So still the left side is high, but it has a lot of income over there. But the right side has a whole bunch of things that you saw yourself achieving, having, and being when you were a child. And those things produce way more income. A doctor produces way more income than $50,000 a year or $3,000 a year in your home business. An astronaut produces way more than that. A rock star, a movie star produces way more than that. So what you think happens to the scale? And what you think happens as you become an adult and you get older? You reach over and you grab doctor off and you throw that brick off that scale. Then you reach over and you grab millionaire and you throw millionaire off that scale. Then you reach over and you grab, let's just say scientist, and you throw it off. You reach over and you reach best-selling author, throw it off. Or highest income level in my network marketing company, you throw it off the scale. So now what happens? The right side of the scale starts to become even with the left side of the scale because guess what brick stays on the right side of the scale? The brick are called whatever you are right now, whatever job you're in right now. So if you're a secretary, the secretary's on the left side, on the right side of the scale, and your income level's on the left side of the scale. So what I mean by that, in this last minute, what do I mean by that? What we usually do is we have high goals and dreams, exceptional goals and dreams that are extremely high. But what happens is the income we produce is not equivalent to the high goals and dreams that we have, so we start scaling down our goals and our income level. That's because you've been wanting those things all your life. When you start seeing it, you'll start figuring out ways to increase your income level to match your goals and dreams. I hope that helps someone. If it does, please pass it off. Please share this with someone. It's going to be in the form of a video later on. You can listen to the playback, introduce it to someone else. But I want you to just hear me out. Stop scaling down your goals and dreams and your aspirations and the things that you are going to see yourself being out of life. see yourself having out of life, see yourself doing out of life. Stop scaling them down because you're spending most of your time wanting it because you see your current level. Your past and your present does not equal your future unless you dictate it to be that way. Have a great night, everybody. Once again, this is Gary Bledsoe coming to you from whoisgarybledsoe.com, and I want to thank you so much from our home office in San Antonio, Texas. Have a great night.